Good rising, everyone. Today is January 3rd, 2019, and I'm getting ready to start the love readings. I think I'm going to go ahead and ask about Aquarius. Well, no. Let me take that back. I don't know what sign I'm going to start with. Let me think this through real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. So our intentions are set, and we are going to start with Capricorn. Heavenly Father, please. Oh my gosh. Heavenly Father, please give us information particularly about Capricorn for this time. Okay, so we're going to do this like this. We're going to leave this alone. And I already know we're going to have to clarify. I already know. Okay, so the overall energy for the Capricorn reading is flirt. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. Hold on, you guys. Someone's at the door. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I don't know what just happened. But anyway, I had to get my husband together with a late breakfast. So anyways, I'm back now. So this reading is supposed to be a general reading. I decided on Capricorn since it's their season. And also it seems like when I'm not really led to choose a sign, or if I don't feel it really heavily, then I feel like I got to go with something that's kind of traditional. But anyway, when the spirit leads, usually it may lead me to do something different. But anyway, let's get this reading kind of started. I got to come right back. Sorry about that. I got to do something. All right, y'all. So I'm back. So again, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn. Of course, y'all know other signs may come out, obviously, because we all got to deal with each other. But anyway, moving right along, the overall energy of this spread, I went ahead and laid everything out because I just felt like it would be easy. Plus, I knew my husband was coming home and I didn't want him to interrupt my flow. So I went ahead and just, did everything that I do to ask for guidance and all that good stuff. So anyways, the overall energy of this particular love reading is flirt. And it says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. All right, that's the overall energy. I'm trying out a spread. Okay, I normally just pull out the cards and read them each as they come out and give information that either comes from the book and then I talk about it based off of what the spirit gives me or whatever. But this time I'm trying out a spread. So I'm trying out a 5-card spread. So I'll go ahead and begin with that. I did all the clarifying and stuff as well, as much as I could at the time. So at the center of this reading, it is, let me get this, make sure that I'm reading this right. Yeah. At the center of this reading, it represents your energy. And I feel like because this is a love relationship energy, it could mirror your partner's, who knows. But yeah, it says that you're calling in your soulmate, and it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So listen, let's just say that you're not one of those people who feel like you're woke or conscious per se. Like you don't have a set thing that you do all the time or something that's necessarily conscious. If you're even thinking about this person, if your thoughts are towards someone and their personality and their energy, even that is like prayers. Your thoughts can be like prayers, Also, you could be imagining what it would be like, or what your partner will be like. You could be feeling energetically what you like your relationship and your union to be like. So all those things are helping to create that and manifest that. And that's kind of where you are. That's your energy as of now. Um, in the next position, the card that came out was honeymoon, and it says enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. Um, to me, I kind of feel like this card right now is representing the fact that you you may actually already be talking to someone, okay, who you can feel, who makes you feel like you can have something with them, right? And right now, you guys are spending time together, or you have already spent time together where you had just a really good time. Like the energy was just smooth and beautiful. Maybe you traveled to see one another and to spend time together, or maybe you're planning on traveling to see one another and spend time together. Um, yeah. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I moved on a little too soon, I believe. I want to clarify everything at the same time, because this is already going to be kind of long. So, in clarifying calling in your soulmate, I asked the Most High to kind of give me some information, and I was led to use my Barbary Zodiac Oracle deck for that. And I guess I kind of wanted to figure out what type of energies you guys were operating in. And so the cards that came out were Uranus, Venus, and Pluto. So we're going to go ahead and get those. We're going to get some insight on what that actually means for you guys and where you guys' energy is, because this is clarifying the calling in your soulmate card, okay? So here we go. The first card is Uranus, and it says Uranus is associated with the Okay, never mind. I don't want to read that part. Uranus brings up some powerful human needs, such as the desire for freedom and individuality, as well as a push towards a larger vision and humanitarian service. Big thoughts, big insights, and big changes are represented by Uranus. So the way that I would kind of interpret that as of now for this love reading is that, like, when it comes to you and your mate, you guys could want to do big things together. You could also desire that your mate and you exercise some form of freedom together. Like, yeah, we're together. Yeah, we're partners. Yeah, we're going to be in a committed union. But you still want to be able to be free and to feel like you are choosing each other. I don't know. I don't know if that resonates for some of you guys, but you want to be able to still be yourself in this union, but there be no love lost. You don't want to feel bound or restricted. Maybe that's something that you felt in the past. As a result of that, though, you also too, but maybe both of you guys have big dreams. Both of you guys have big visions about what it is that you want to do, or you're hoping that your soulmate can have that. Maybe what you're visualizing together is you and your partner doing big things, especially when it comes to humanitarian work. Okay. Which to me is kind of up Capricorn's alley, with it being an earth sign. You guys are no stranger to hard work. And I do think that even though people say that you guys are cold, you can be cold, I think that deep down you guys have really huge hearts. And you actually have plenty of emotion. It's just, it tends to get calloused, just depending on what your experience is like in life. But anyway, not to go too far off topic, Uranus energy is about your desire for freedom and individuality, as well as working towards a huge vision, particularly with people, helping people. Maybe you have a dream of helping the homeless. Maybe you have a dream of creating, places where people can live and be assisted for real. Maybe you have something with children. I don't know. Y'all know how that resonates with you, but I'm moving forward. The next energy that came up for you guys was Venus after I asked the Most High to help. Venus came up for you guys, and I know that Venus has everything to do with beauty, attraction, love. So of course that's going to come in. What I just heard is that some of y'all want y'all soulmate obviously to be attractive. You want to be physically attracted to your soulmate. Okay, so of course, who wouldn't want to be, right? Let's get this. It says that Venus is associated with the energy of love, fertility, and beauty. Venus is all about what you value as well, such as money and possessions, but also your ideals in love, relationships, and partnerships are also indicated in the Venus card. Okay, so again, this definitely coincides with calling in your soulmate. You're thinking about the love that you want to have with them. You're thinking about the love that you want to experience. You're thinking about how you want them to look, and you're thinking about how you want them to view you. Okay, you're fantasizing maybe about what you guys are going to be like together. That goes with the whole visualizing and everything like that. So yeah, this is the Venus card is all about the love. You may also be thinking about the things that you want to acquire with your partner through this commitment. Some of you guys may be thinking about marriage. Capricorns tend to be very family oriented people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like you guys are really thinking about family life at this point. You're really thinking about establishing a relationship, a partnership as well, where you guys can be yourselves, but come together to create something bigger than the both of you. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So moving on, we've got Pluto energy. So let's see what Pluto deals with. All right. So the Pluto energy, it says, small Pluto carries a lot of important human experiences, nothing less than life, death, rebirth, and sex. So tied in with these ideas are issues of power and control, as well as finding personal freedom from confining mindsets. And to be honest, you guys, I feel like this could be your energy, but it does not have to be. I feel like it can definitely be your energy though, because my father was a Capricorn, and not to say that he represents every Capricorn, but I know that Capricorns can kind of be rigid sometimes in their beliefs, okay? And so that can be a source of conflict. So you might want to be mindful of that. Also, power and control. I can say, my father was a very authoritative man. Again, this energy can go towards anybody, whether you are a male or a female. It does not matter if you have feminine or masculine energy. It doesn't matter. I guess I would just want to say, be mindful to not go. Don't be excessive here. If you can help it, work on just controlling yourself. Because when you try to control other people, of course, they're going to want their freedom. And when you try to control other people, you run the risk of running them away. You also run the risk of you're altering their state. You're going to alter the person that you really, may have initially began to care about and have feelings for. So be really careful about that. I don't know why I felt led to say that, but that's something that's really important, I think, especially for the sign of Capricorn. And also, just with some of you guys, even, maybe you guys could have dealt with controlling parents or authoritative parents, and maybe you had to fight for your freedom, which is the reason why for you, remember in the first sign, Uranus, it was talking about you guys are wanting your freedom and your individuality. Okay, so maybe that could be a personal struggle for you, something that you really had to grow into. You maybe really had to fight to be yourself, fight for your freedom, because maybe you had someone in your family who was also controlling. Maybe you could have also had a Capricorn parent or guardian or something like that, or just some significant Capricorn energy who was very controlling. Who knows? Take what resonates, throw away what does not. But yeah, it says that it also deals with sex, matters of sex. So clearly, with your partner, you want to be able to have great sex. So I don't know. I don't know how that will resonate with you guys. You'll have to take that. But it also deals with rebirth. So to me, that's like transformation. Again, death. You know, life. It deals with all of that. It deals with all of that. So I don't know how that can resonate with you guys, but you know, maybe you guys could feel like, okay, I want to have a long life with my partner. I want to die with this person. I want this person, I want us to be together until we pass on, you know, until we transition, and everything like that. And maybe you could even feel like you want to be able to grow with this person. With growth, there has to come some form of death, even if it's merely just in your mindsets or behavioral patterns, things like that. You just want to experience all that life encompasses with this person. So these were the cards that, you know, when I asked for help to clarify the calling in your soulmate, these were some of the main cards that felt the need to come out. So that's that with that. Okay. Now, moving on to honeymoon. I think I was telling you guys that maybe you guys have been already conversing with someone who you feel like can be in this soulmate energy with you. You guys may have spent time together over these past so-called holidays, and maybe you guys got a lot of travel in, or you traveled to go see them, or whatever. Or maybe you guys are actually making plans to spend some, it doesn't even have to be holiday time together. It's just you guys could be really planning to get into the presence of one another and enjoy each other's company. Okay. So yeah, with that being said, with clarifying the honeymoon card, which this is in card 2 position. So this pretty much relates to your partner and their particular energy. So maybe your partner, you know, is excited or really have you on their mind, learning more about you, learning about the things that, you know, excites them about you, about what may make them want to be with you, why you guys want to be with one another. They want to be by you. They want to get to know you some more. So anyway, let's see the cards. Let's talk about the cards that clarified this card in this position. Let me get my notes out. For those who do not know, I am new to tarot, so listen, I have no shame in my game. I pull out my notes, honey, and I look over them, and then I also go with whatever I hear as well after that from the spirit. All right, so the first card that wound up coming out, you guys, was the Strength card, okay? The Strength card to me can represent, hold on, what happened to my music? Oh, wow, really? I didn't know my battery was going down. Okay, hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. I gotta plug in this phone so I can have my music. Well, it's still gonna take some time. So anyways, let me keep it pushing. We ain't got time. We don't have time to waste. So anyway, the first card that came out was the Strength card. And it was not in reverse. So Jude, turn these back around. So the Strength card was the first card that came out. And as soon as I can find it in my notes, I'll be able to talk about what some of the meanings of the Strength card is, and then I'll talk about my understanding of the Strength card. But wait a minute though, where is my Strength card? Oh, here go, girl. Tell me something. Okay, so the Strength card deals with, it can deal with courage. It can deal with subtle power and encouragement. Okay, so for me, what I get every time I see this card is I see I see a couple things now that I just look at the card. All right, so I see this. There's this beautiful woman here who is exercising to me great strength and courage, for that matter. I mean, it's a woman literally stroking the snout and under the chin of a lion who is known to be one of the most ferocious types of animals here. Okay, so I feel like clearly you have to be very much in control of yourself. You have to truly believe in yourself. You have to have an inner strength and knowledge of yourself and what you're capable of in order to even feel like you could tame the mighty lion. Okay, I feel like every time I see this card, this reminds me of Virgo energy to me and Leo energy. So earth signs and fire signs here could be, and particularly the fire sign of Leo. I don't know, like I feel like it may take some inner strength from your partner, because again, this is clarifying their particular card, because this is in the position for them and their energy. Like maybe it's going to take and require some strength from them and some courage to work up the nerve to even say something to you, or to work up the nerve to come and see you, to work up the nerve to generate and create time to come and see you. Now, why? I'm not entirely sure, but the next card that came out after that was the Nine of Swords. So maybe it looks like they've gone through some things, or they are still going through some things that literally it keeps them up at night. You know, maybe it could be that they're concerned that past issues, or that, you know how we get, you guys, we've been through some things, right? And so even though you desire to be in a union with someone, you could be concerned about how things are going to really end up, how things are going to work out. And I think that for your person, this could be in their energy. Like they might really be nervous. They may be concerned. Let me go ahead and get the Nine of Swords energy. Let's hurry up and get to that, because this is really important. Again, this is clarifying the honeymoon card, which is in the position of your partner's, your prospective partner's energy. So the Nine of Swords deals with overactive thoughts and anxiousness in your head, but maybe no action. Okay. It can deal with deception. It can deal with disappointment, and also feelings of despair. So I feel like your person could definitely be anxious about meeting you, anxious about getting to know you. Again, you guys could be at a distance from each other, because I feel like you've got this travel across the water type thing. And even though it's already, this is really could be a romantic vacation as well, this could also indicate that you guys could be at a distance from one another. And if you are, then this could be part of their anxiety, you know, about getting to know you, about meeting you. Maybe you guys have been talking online, or maybe you guys have been just in a long distance relationship for a little while, and maybe you're getting ready to, you know, take the next steps. They want to, but they could be going all types of ways mentally. Overactive thoughts, it says. So I feel like they are thinking a great deal, maybe even about the trip to come and see you. I don't know, but I get that feeling. They could be worried a little bit, maybe. Like, I wonder if this is going to go well. I wonder if this person's going to like me when they meet me. I wonder if I'm going to like them. I wonder, like, it could be so many different things, you know? This could be your energy, Capricorn, too. You just never know. Like, I feel like with soulmate energies, we reflect and we mirror each other. You know what I'm saying? So it could be your energy. Maybe you're in this place too. But again, this is clarifying the card that wound up being in their energy. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably the male here, since there's a man on this card. Doesn't have to be. But this could be the male energy. He could be in his mind. He could really be anxious about it. Also, because he could really value you. He can really see things going places with you. But maybe, you know, maybe he's been a bachelor all this time, and you got him all up in his head and in his thoughts, honey, about the fact that y'all could really be something. Something. Okay, I don't know anyone's situation. You know, I don't know. But somebody up, and they thinking about this a great deal. The next card that came out was the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords can deal with travel as well. The Six of Swords deals with sometimes leaving. It could deal with taking a journey by water, or accepting help sometimes. Or it can even deal with moving forward and moving upwards, or something like this. So for this particular love reading, I kind of feel like this is definitely about a journey. It's about... I really think it's about coming to possibly see you. You know, maybe they need help. Maybe they dealt with something in the past that really had them torn up, and maybe they've been having to get advice from friends even about continuing this union. Who knows? Because this person really look like they're going through it mentally. Like they really trying to just like, oh my God. Could be a panic almost. You know, a panic about leaving and coming to see you. They could be nervous about what is this journey going to be like? Is this going to yield what I'm hoping that it will? Is this going to be yet another failed attempt, you know, at a relationship? You just never know. This could go any kind of way, guys. But I do think that they are going to come and see you. I do think that they are going to move forward. I do think they're going to move forward. They may be nervous as all get out, but I do think they will move forward to come and see you. So let's see. It's not the last and final card. Okay, the next card that came out to clarify the honeymoon card, when I asked the Most High for his assistance or for the Elohim's assistance, it was the Seven of Wands in reverse. So let me go to the let me go to the Wands too. I do not want to mess this up at all, but either this could be somebody coming out of the energy of feeling the need to be defensive, or it could be something else. Let's see. I must have passed the Wands. Yeah. Okay, so okay. All right. So here we go. This in the reverse usually deals with anxiety. It can deal with embarrassment. It can deal with the inability to understand or deal with a complicated circumstance. So, I mean, maybe you guys are really at a great distance from one another. Who knows? There's a lot of water here, so maybe somebody's living overseas. Capricorn, let me find out. Let me know in the comments, you know, if you make it this far in this video. Let me know. Are you talking to somebody who is across the water? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Because this person, I mean, they're really in their mind about this, super anxious. I feel like they could be thinking about, oh my gosh, because if let's just say that you guys are dealing with someone who is literally overseas or worlds away from you, and they're really considering coming to see you. You guys have been talking about meeting up for the first time and traveling to see one another. One of the things that they're really thinking about that really is making them anxious is that, oh my God, what if I get over there and she doesn't want to see me? Or what if I get over there and she doesn't show up? Clearly that would create some anxiety and obviously embarrassment, because then they'll have to go back home and, you know, possibly admit to family and or friends or whatever, people who they care about, that, oh my God, this person didn't show up. You know, it could be all sorts of things, but that was what I first got, like, from the whole embarrassment. Complicated circumstance. Who knows? Maybe you guys even speak different languages. Or maybe the English is not their first language or something. You know what I mean? So maybe they're wondering, like, damn, like, I really feel like this could be something here. I don't know, guys. I'm going out on a limb here because I know that ones can also deal with communication sometimes. So maybe you guys speak. Maybe there's a language barrier here. Like, they know how to speak English, but maybe it's not their first language. And so it could be complicated for them to travel to see you and then have to maneuver around the city until you guys get together. Who knows? I'm just throwing it out there. That may not be everybody's circumstance, but it could be some of you guys. There could be a language barrier, and it could make them nervous about this journey, about coming to meet you, about coming to spend some time with you and see you. Okay. And that could be what is complicated for them, you know? All right, so after that card came out, came the Sun. And with two of these cards, I feel like this is definitely a Leo card, as well as we are children of the Sun. Hello, Leo in the house. I feel like you guys could definitely be dealing with fire signs, particularly Leos. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, you guys, like, I feel like this is still good news. I think that they're going to come out of this anxiety. They're going to feel like you are worth it. Maybe Capricorn, they're going to feel like, okay, I'm going to try this. You know, I'm going to try this. And the Sun has healing capabilities. So, I mean, I just feel like they may overcome their initial anxiety, their initial fears and concerns about coming to see you, and they may come out. They may come. And you guys may have a really good time. Y'all might have a real good time. Let me see what the sun usually means. That was just my interpretation of that. Let's see what the sun tends to stand for, guys. Everything being all right. That's what I can remember. That's the first thing that came to my mind that I can remember about the sun. All things will be well. Everything will work out. Success and happiness. So I feel like they will, like I said, overcome that anxiety. They are going to come and see you, and they're going to be glad that they did, and you're going to be happy that they did as well. So that's that with that. Now moving on to the third card, I believe. The way this is set up, I believe that the third card is over here, but let me look at my setup since this is my first time doing this particular um spread. Let's go. Let's go. Come back. Hurry up. Yeah, this is the third card. So the third card, which is supposed to represent maybe the future, and it shows you maybe the future outcome of the situation, that was free yourself. That was free yourself. And it says it's time to take back control of your life. So basically, card 3 could deal with future outcomes of the situation. I wasn't at all sure about what this could mean. Again, I have to say this. This is what I'm hearing right now. Remember how we were talking about control issues over here in Pluto, and also even in Uranus, how we're talking about the whole idea of freedom. Freedom and Uranus and Pluto were both talking about freedom of some sort. Okay. So maybe there might be some issues that arise with controlling behavior. And listen, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, relationships go through ups and downs, and also soulmate unions are not always the end all to be all. They could be for lessons, they could be to grow us and to teach us and all that kind of stuff about what we want and what we don't want, what we will accept and what we won't. And sometimes they do last, but I feel like this could be one that could be teaching you something. I'm not entirely sure, but we got control, I feel, issues obviously coming up because it was in Uranus and it was in Pluto. And I feel like with this being the future outcome of the situation, or a possible future outcome of the situation, you might, Capricorn, this could either be you or this could be your partner's energy. It could be both of you guys. Who freaking knows? Okay? And this may be that you just have to learn to free yourself even within the relationship, but maybe you might have to learn to free yourself altogether. Okay? But one of the things I'm getting is that you're going to have to learn to free yourself within the union. It doesn't mean that you have to go anywhere, but it's just like you're caged in a way. This could also be you guys' mind frame, Capricorn, particularly you, because like I said a little bit earlier in this reading, you guys are known to be kind of rigid. You also are, if I'm not mistaken, if it's not a fixed sign, you might be a cardinal sign. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I have to look into that more. But I know that Capricorns can be like really driven. They're also they're earth signs. So they tend to be like, this is the way things supposed to go, like traditional. Okay. And so you guys could be being called to open up your minds and release certain mindsets that you've traditionally had. I get that for some of you guys. Some of you guys, you may really have to learn to free yourself from this relationship. Especially if you've had issues with control in the past, like someone else being controlling over you, maybe a parent, like I said a little bit earlier, or maybe even in a past relationship. Maybe you experienced something like that, and maybe this is going to be something to test you on that again, and you may have to get that. Soulmates, like I said, guys, soulmates can be for teaching. If you didn't learn the lesson in another soulmate union, guess what? It could come back up again in a brand new union. All right. That's the beautiful thing about this life and about the Most High. Like, if you don't get a lesson that you need to get, trust and believe it's going to come back up again. So I don't know who that's going to resonate with, but that's that with that. Now, I also had to clarify because, again, I didn't understand exactly what free yourself meant, especially being in the possible future outcome of the situation. So let me see. I think I put it in the order Oh shoot, Father, did I put it in the order of? Yeah, I think I was supposed to. It's supposed to be like this. Okay. So the proper order, the first card that came out to clarify this for yourself was the Emperor in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Let me tell you real fast the brief story that I feel like that gives me right now. The story that gives me is, yeah, in this whole stuff, somebody was controlling in this union. The Emperor energy is an Aries energy, a fire sign energy, more importantly, but it could be Capricorn or Arian energy here. Okay. Aries and Capricorn are very close. They're both like goats of some sort, right? So this could be Capricorn energy or Arian energy. Um, the Emperor could be a husband, it could be an older man, it could be just someone who is an authority figure, a person who is usually in control of themselves and can make judgment calls and things like this. You know, they can also be very cold, even though they can bring structure and stability, which is something that Capricorns definitely love to have and they desire it, especially being earth signs. That could also be something that not us Capricorns, but I do have it in my chart, but whatever. That could be something that you guys very well could be struggling with and could lead you to be in a union that could be oppressive for you. Okay. And so to me, this Emperor in reverse came up as somebody is going to relinquish control from you. Like you're going to have to free yourself from some type of energy. Like I said, it could be Arian or Capricorn energy, possibly an older man. But what's happening here is that they could become cold towards you. You know, they could be very authoritative and domineering, and they could try to dominate you, which might be what you need to free yourself from. Okay. Also, I definitely felt like the story that was being given here was that maybe you guys had not taken on that earth energy that you are capable of. Maybe you felt like you were incapable, and part of this soulmate union could be to show you and teach you that you are able to take care of yourself, that you didn't need anybody else to provide the security for you that you could for yourself. That's what this card tends to mean to me. Becoming self-sufficient, being an independent woman, or of course an independent man. However, I do believe this is a female energy, probably because there's a woman on the card. But I know that this could go either way. I really get the vibe that, you know, like I said, that this could be a lesson about teaching you to depend on yourself, showing you that you do have everything in you to manifest security and stability for yourself. Okay, it may teach you what you will not deal with. Okay, I know that earth signs can tend to be of service. Remember, humanitarian, right? Earth signs can tend to be of service to people, and that could be a weakness for you. Like if somebody is controlling you, okay, manipulating you, they could. And if it's because you are not providing, let's say that this Emperor energy brought stability to you, okay, and so you thought that, oh my God, this is everything I wanted, this is great, I feel secure now. But then they started to treat you wrong. They started to try to really dominate you, and that began to be a problem. You know, maybe you felt like you couldn't move because you weren't in this energy, you didn't have the money yet. You know, maybe you even thought that you could not make it on your own, hence the reason that you sought out someone, or you were hoping for someone who could provide you with stability, when truthfully, you as an earth sign, that's your place. That's where you do well, but you might not have known that. And this relationship is going to bring that out of you. Okay. It could be tough, guys. The Emperor energy can, even in the upright, can be pretty strong. Okay, let's read what the Emperor in reverse tends to deal with. Give me a minute. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. All right. Let's get the Emperor in reverse meaning. Okay, so the Emperor in reverse could deal with immaturity, confusion, compassion, credit, and benevolence. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say here. I feel like this person could be a kind person, but their immaturity could be what like drives you up the wall. Because immaturity, like I feel like their immaturity could very well be um like in the relationship. I don't know. Like I get that they could be somewhat immature in dealing with you in a relationship. Like they could handle things inappropriately. Okay. They could fumble some things. Don't really know how to talk to you. Again, the emperor can be cold. And even though they say that it's compassion, like I still feel some form of, like, they may say mean and hurtful things, but then turn around and try to fix it because they're the immature version, I feel, of themselves. When you're immature, sometimes you don't have control. Like sometimes you don't know, you don't have the wisdom. That's what I'm looking for. You don't have the wisdom on how to deal with somebody, okay, or how to say stuff. So this person may not have a filter, but they could be really sweet, but they just still might blurt out things that could still hurt you or something like that. So I don't know how that may go. The word credit for me, with this immaturity being here, I feel like maybe this person could be like, okay, if I do something for you, I expect you to pay me back. Or they could be like, I did this for you, and I like throw in your face the things that they did monetarily possibly for you or materialistically for you. And it could, like, maybe to you be somewhat emotionally draining or emotionally abusive, where you may feel the need that you have to free yourself. I don't know. Take what resonates, throw away what does not. After the Nine of Pentacles came was the Ace of Wands. I feel like the Ace of Wands is definitely a new opportunity with work, particularly. So I really keep thinking that with the theme of being self-sufficient, like maybe you Capricorn ladies or gents, maybe y'all didn't have work, or maybe you were inconsistent with working, and therefore your stability wasn't so sure, and that's why you desired to be with someone else who seemed like they had their stuff together. Okay, but it's come at a price. It's come at a price of them, always expecting credit with you, or expecting for you to like pay them back or something. I don't know. Take what resonates. I don't know y'all life, but I'm just saying, y'all, that's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe someone threw in your face what they did for you. And for you, you just like, okay, I can't take this no more. Like, oh my God. Maybe that's the straw that breaks your back to make you be like, okay, I need to get my own shit. I need to get my own shit because I ain't got time for you to keep throwing up in my face all you've done for me. I can't do, like, maybe somewhere in you, you know that you have the Nine of Pentacles energy. Why you haven't been operating in it up until that point, who knows? Okay. But anyways, you're going to get an opportunity that is going to be very beneficial and lucrative for you in your life, and particularly life work. So I feel like this is gonna be something connected to a passion for you, probably something humanitarian, because that's a big thing for you guys. Okay, I'm taking too long. I got a lot to clarify, but whatever. If y'all stick with me, I pray that it resonates with you. The following card that came out after the Ace of Wands. Oh, first let me read the Ace of Wands. I'm sorry. I just gave what I got, but let me read the Ace of Wands for you guys. That's swords. We need wands. All right. So the ace, if I can ever get it. The Ace of Wands is a creative spark. It means new beginnings, new ideas, even new communication, probably new communication about an enterprise or business. It could be also a new birth. So someone could be pregnant. Somebody could receive news about pregnancy. Um, Maybe you could get information about where you're from or something, as far as your family, like, I don't know, but or this could deal with information about money or fortune. You could inherit something, and you could find out or something like that and come into a little bit of money. I don't know, that may not be for everybody. That may not be for everybody. I really feel like this is going to be more so about sparking just a new beginning for you and taking care of yourself. Okay. Also, it could be that you guys find out that you're pregnant, and the news of your new child coming could help you really realize that you need to free yourself from putting your security and your stability in the hands of someone else. That may not be for all, but that's one way to see that. All right, so that was this card. The next card that came out was the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Let's go on down to the Pentacles and let's see what's going on with that. Two of Pentacles in reverse is like a forced happiness, fake enjoyment, or like somebody gonna write you letting you know that, or you may write a letter to your person letting them know that you're unhappy, letting them know that they've been making it hard for you. They've been making it hard for you. You know, maybe you could feel within yourself that it wasn't going to work out or something. And I noticed this probably sucks, guys. This kind of sounds bad, like for a general love reading, but who knows? You know, it could go either way, guys. But I feel like this could mean that maybe you were able to feel, again, this is the future. This is the future, a possible future of this situation. And so maybe there comes a time when you realize that, oh my God, like, I'm really not that happy. You know, maybe you were trying to make it work. Maybe you were carrying the relationship as far as the emotional commitment. You know what I mean? Not saying that your other partner did not care about you, but maybe because they're immature, there are some things that they still have to learn. They could very well be immature in love. Like they may not even know how to properly love. Okay? And this could be something that's a part of their karma that's bringing you guys together. Who knows? The Most High does. But for whatever reason, you begin to feel maybe this is your energy or it could be theirs. Who? I don't know. But but somebody could tell that they were having to force themselves to be happy or at least put on a happy face. You know, maybe you were putting on a happy face because, you know, you were reminiscing about how things began for you guys. You were thinking about how your union began, and it had to overcome some complications, but it did. And maybe you were hoping and wishing that it would change and that things would get even better or something like that. But it seems like things have kind of, damn, like this is probably, maybe you've gotten to this place where it's going to be, this is as good as it gets with this. And you put on appearances. And you put up appearances. And it also could come from your spouse wanting you to do that. I don't know. That's what I just heard. Like, your person could be a person about the image. Again, Capricorn and Aries, like I have learned, I know for me from personal experiences, Capricorns like a certain image, baby. Like if you mess up that image, especially men, and I do believe that the Emperor energy is a masculine energy. So I feel like that could be your partner's energy. Like, you know, they're going to have this certain image that they're going to present to the public. And they're going to want you to keep and help maintain that. And, you know, you're going to get to this point where you're like, oh my God, like I cannot keep this up. I can't keep lying. Even if that's just internally. Even if that's just internally. And I definitely believe that to be the case. Again, this could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It could be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus energy, as well as Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy to me, because that water in the background. Like, I feel like you could be trying to juggle your emotions. This also is a pentacle, so this could still also deal with your work or something. Or just making a decision about whether or not maybe you should go get your own money or continue dealing with him and his immaturity on how he's taking care of you and how he's expecting certain things from you. Who knows? You could have to make a choice between that. Am I going to sit up here under his coin or am I going to get my own coin? And it's a revolving issue with that infinity sign. Like you could have been going back and forth in your mind about it. But yeah, it's dealing with your emotions too. Like it's connected somehow to your emotions. And the last and final card that came out was the Chariot, which deals with progress and forward movement. So for me, with this also clarifying the Free Yourself card, it makes me feel like whenever you start going with inside yourself and facing your truth about this relationship, whatever you find there, it's going to truly cause you to move ahead, to progress. Okay, and free yourself. Again, I don't know if that free yourself is going to be you actually leaving this person, or if it's going to be mental, or if it's going to be a mental thing where you're like, let me get my shit together. Let me take back control of my own life. Because you were dealing with his money, letting him take care of you, because it seemed cute at first or it was nice at first, but now all of a sudden it became somewhat abusive, maybe not physically but emotionally so, and financially abusive, and you just over it. You like, you know what, baby, look, I can't take this no more. So you change your mind and it frees you, and you go ahead and you start taking care of yourself. That's what I feel like the Chariot is representing in this particular situation. I don't think that it has to definitely mean you leaving him, but then let me not get ahead of myself, because it could be that, it could be. So let's see. The fourth card is keep an open mind. And the fourth card where this placement is dealing with it's talking about basically what leads to the current state of mind that you're in. So I'm guessing what's causing you to want to call in your soulmate. It says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I was like, I clarified everything. As you can see, I clarified everything on the table. So I think this may have been the last card. So the first card here, so I had to take everything and flip it. The first card was the Five of Pentacles. To clarify, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And the first thing I thought about, for some reason, was that your person coming in could have some financial difficulties. Oh, Lord, excuse me. Bless me. Give me a minute, y'all. I just realized my candle's not burning. Let me light them. Knowing I like stuff to smell good when I'm doing my readings. I already didn't got my music. I need something. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So anyway, yeah, I felt the initial thought was that your soulmate could have some financial difficulties. Okay. Again, it also could be the so-called winter as an actual season, or it could just be a winter in their life, like the ending of something for them. They could be in financial hardship at the time. Money issues could be a factor as well with them, which is why, remember over here in this honeymoon card, clarifying that was the Nine of Swords. Remember, and the Nine of Swords dealt with overactive thoughts, anxiousness, and also what else? A situation being complicated. This could be that situation. Their finances could have been jacked up. And maybe they were wondering like, oh my God, would this person even want to talk to me because I don't have my stuff together financially. Okay, maybe they had issues with money. All right, so whatever happens, they obviously overcome that though, because again, in this area over here, the sun sign came out, and what else came out? Yeah, the sun came out. I wonder if I ever read yeah, I did. So I feel like clarifying, maybe as a Capricorn woman, you obviously wanted somebody who got money. Maybe, maybe that's your normal type, to have somebody who can work. Even if they don't have the money, you want somebody who's willing to work for it. That's part of being an earth sign. You guys don't mind working for the money. Even though you may want stability and security yourself, and you would love for someone else to help you provide that, or to help provide it for you all together, you are not necessarily afraid to buckle down and work. And so maybe that was also something that you desire too. For some of y'all, I really hear gold diggers. I don't mean that in a negative way. I just hear that that you want a man with money, or that's your normal go-to, a man with money, possibly because you were always looking for security yourself, which is why over here in the free yourself area, you have to realize that you have to become self-sufficient yourself. That may not be everybody's situation, you guys, and please don't be angry, but I'm just saying, maybe money is a focal point for you. Money and material things. And you want other people, you want your man to have it, but maybe you had not been manifesting it for yourself. And it's funny because the most time we'll do stuff like that where your person come in and maybe they don't have that right away. But you still choose them, you still love them, you still walk with them. during hard times, and then obviously the person comes up because money was a factor in why you had to free yourself, because it seemed like you wound up having to be the person to operate in the Nine of Pentacles energy. And they must have came up. They came out of their situation. So they might come out of this. Yeah. But you obviously, I feel like you still accept them, though they don't have all the money in the world like you would like. You know? You accept them anyway, and you walk with them. The next card that came out was Death. And I feel like this is more so, this could have been obviously a death to like your mindset at that time. A death to your mindset. Like, you know, you know that at one time there was like, you wasn't talking to nobody under such and such. Like if they pay was under this, then you wasn't going to deal with them. I don't know why I'm getting this, y'all. I promise I really don't. But I guess because there's a lot of pentacles on the table that have come out, maybe. But maybe, you know, you changed your mind. Like something ended within you. Something died in you. Something died in you. Probably in this time frame, you're getting to the point to where you're like, oh my God, okay, I realize that they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to have this much money, yada, yada, yada. And so that mind frame changed. It transformed, or it's in the process of transforming. And there is a new dawn in the way, in the back there. You know what I'm saying? This could also be a Scorpio. Your person could be a Scorpio. Hello, somebody. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I don't know. Like, you know, if we dealing with signs here, maybe you're a person who does listen to your zodiac, and maybe you've never heard of a Capricorn woman and Scorpio man, or vice versa, Capricorn man and Scorpio woman working out. You know? And so maybe you have to keep your mind open about that. That's just one thing. That's somebody. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like maybe in keeping an open mind, you had to reevaluate your mentality. You really had to look around you and see, okay, what was working for you and what wasn't. And maybe the mentality that you had about the type of monetary or material possessions that your mate had, maybe that had to change. Maybe that had to go in order for you to be open to receive this love that was coming in through your soulmate. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, the next card that came out after that was the Six of Cups, and that deals with past memories. So in keeping an open mind, this is definitely a relationship to me. But it doesn't have to be a romantic one, though it could be. It could also be it could be something like that you were taught in your youth by an older person. And to me, there's either she's a girl or it's a motherly figure in this. Maybe your mama taught you what you know about how to choose and select a man, you know, and that's what you probably were working on. That's what you were working with. Your mom's advice on how to choose a man. Like maybe it was, you need to make sure you got a man who got money, baby. I don't know. That's for some of you guys. Some of you all, it could just be, you know, you reflecting on past relationships where, okay, my dude had money, but he didn't treat me like I wanted him to. You know? And again, with this coming after the transformation card, I don't know. I just feel like they could be in connection with each other. They could be in connection with each other. Or I just heard something else from looking at the card. This could be a union where the person coming in offering the relationship is younger than the woman. Could be a younger man with the woman. Okay, so Capricorn, male or female, or also this could be vice versa. If it's a man, you could be with it could be a younger woman coming in offering you something. But again, keep an open mind because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Maybe you guys always dealt with somebody older. You know what I'm saying? And now this time, what? A younger person. I don't know about that. Right? Just something to consider. Take what resonates, dust off what does not. And then the Ten of Pentacles came. The Ten of Pentacles came out following this. So it seems like you guys are going to be able to get money together. At least for a time. I don't understand but let's see what the Ten of Pentacles deals with. I feel like it deals with the family life. You know, it deals with having what you feel like you wanted. Yeah. Here we go. The Ten of Pentacles deals with financial success and strong business relationships. It also can deal with gain. It can deal with riches and even family matters. Okay. So I feel like with this, with you changing your perception about your soulmate and about who you'll deal with and who you'll talk to, it does lead to you getting with someone who is family oriented, even if they're immature. Remember, we already know that we didn't experience that it's the Emperor in reverse and there's some immaturity there, but they still might desire, you know what I'm saying, to have a family, which could be things that you guys agree on. Again, Capricorn is definitely family oriented. All right. Even if it's just a distant thought, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like, hmm, you definitely could be dealing with another earth sign, guys. This is an earth sign card. You could be also dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I really feel like this could be Cap energy, Taurus, Virgo. So real strong. But yeah, you guys, man, listen. Basically, you could be getting the type of family life and financial success that you desire by keeping an open mind. Whoa, that was loud. I don't know if y'all heard that. Okay, and then the final card that came out though was the Lovers in reverse. So let's get that, because the Lovers card is usually talking about, I mean, a union, okay? A sure partnership. Again, you guys could do well in business together too. The Ten of Pentacles deals with that as well. So y'all could be really great for each other business wise, and even in, you know, family life. Y'all could have something where you have a child together, or you guys you go into business or something with one another and you have business ties. Or your mate could be heir to a family business, or he could be connected to a family business. Like maybe that's where his money, where he comes up or something, could be from. I don't know. Like maybe he was on hard times because he didn't want to work in the family business at the time or something like that. Or the whole family business hit hard times, but then there's going to come a time where they start doing okay again. And you will be with them, so you reap the benefits of that union. I don't know. That could be for some of y'all. So the last and final card that came up was the Lovers card I mean, not the Lovers, y'all. I'm so sorry. The Two of Cups in reverse. Thank you, Father, for letting me catch that. Two of Cups. Two of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Let's see. Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so in reverse, it's talking about false love exposed and the end of a soulmate partnership, union, or misunderstanding in the relationship. So I feel like this probably really more so confirms the free yourself aspect. Um, you know, again, this could be, like I said, some soulmate unions are to teach us, not for us to actually remain together. Okay. Now, you guys are getting insight on this before it happens. I don't think that this means that you're supposed to run from it. I feel like if you don't do this, it's going to come back around again. Okay. It's going to happen again. So you need to, don't run from this just because you're, and again, things can change. Things can really change, you know. I enjoy doing these and everything like that, and I do want to help people, and I do want to give people healing or insight and stuff, but at the end of the day, this should not be what governs your life. Like, you need to have a relationship with the Most High yourself. Ask for the Most High, ask for information from the, why can't I say this? Ask for information from the Most High yourself. That way, you know, hold on, let me plug in this charger. That way, whatever somebody else says, like a reader or whatever, anyone, it'll be confirmation for you more than anything. Okay? You don't want to depend on any one reader's reading, because we come from what we know and we come from what our spirit tells us. And sometimes we can be wrong and off. Of course, I would hope not, you know, but I desire accuracy and everything to be right, but still, we can be wrong. You know what I mean? But I just want to say, seek the Most High for yourself. And also, even if this winds up being accurate, don't run from this, because it's a lesson that you need to learn. Because from it, you become self-sufficient like you're supposed to, and you progress. Okay? So anyway, yeah, I guess, you know, that could be the case, that you find out that this is not the real union that you were expecting and hoping that it was. It was just a lesson and not the true partnership. Or this could just be disharmony. This could be disharmony in the union itself. It doesn't have to be the end of a soulmate union, though I do believe that that's the way that it could go for this situation, just because of the free yourself and all. But it doesn't have to be. It could be either or. It could be that it truly will be the end of a soulmate, you know, partnership. But with it clarifying the keep an open mind card, and let me see what position this was, the cause of your current situation. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sorry. For those who the other thing resonated with, take that. But here's what I just heard. Because the way this is placed in this particular spread is, this is the card that is affecting, or it's like the reason for the middle card, which is you calling in your soulmate. So basically, this could deal with the fact that you were in a union. You were in a false soulmate union prior to this energy. Thank you, Spirit. Help me out here. Let me see what happened. Who did that? Okay, sorry, I had to text my husband back. So yeah, like this could be, all right. So here we go. This gotta be, I gotta reread this now all the way different, because Spirit just put me up on game. Spirit just let me know some things. Okay, with this being in the position of literally the cause of card number one. Oh God. And of course, with number 6, past memories coming up. This is a past union. This is a past union. This is a past union. This is what happened in your past. Mm-mm-mm. This is what happened in your past. It was still issues with money. Somebody felt out in the cold. Somebody felt, you know, you could have really had money issues, or your partner could have been having money issues or something like that. They could have been bad with money, and it could have left you out in the cold. But that ended. That ended. Maybe just mentally for you, you were ready to get out of that situation, or maybe that person ended the union. behind this type of energy. Like, I can't provide for you. I can't do nothing for you. Whatever. You know, I'm not in a good place right now financially. Um, this ain't gonna work type stuff. I don't know. And that could be what was on your mind. You know, why I'm way over here. That could be what was on your mind. Your past memories from that last ending that dealt with money. And it was bad. It was a bad space to be in. Following that came a situation where there was an opportunity, like where it seemed like y'all could be everything together. The person could have had his money together, possibly acting like he wanted to be in a family. Not saying that he didn't. Maybe he really, really did. Maybe he really did. I don't know why it didn't work out. I really don't know. But y'all, maybe it just didn't work out. Because it was the end of a soulmate union. Like, it could have been your past, your ex could have still been a soulmate for you. For whatever reason, whatever lesson we needed to learn, whatever lesson you both needed to learn, could have been a soulmate for you. But that ended. It was over. It was over. And now, though, as a result of that, though, you could be leery. Even though you want your true soulmate. You know what I mean? You may want your real man. You may want, and I'm not saying that even this one will be real or not fake. But again, like I said before, y'all, soulmates do not have to be to the end of this time. It could all be lessons. But the point is I feel like this could represent your past. This could represent a past relationship ending. And you probably, there could have been some things that you liked about the person, you know what I'm saying, that you reflected on. So you wanted to keep those things in mind. You want to keep those things. And what they were saying is keep an open mind, though. They may not be like your ex. That could be good or bad. Take that or leave it. It could be good or bad, but keep an open mind. So those were the cards that clarified to keep an open mind. I pray that resonated with somebody. I feel like I'm taking life, but guess what? I'm pretty much done with Oh, no, I'm not. Oops, I'm sorry. Sorry. Got one more card. This is card number 5. It's the last card, guys. And card number 5 deals with the potential, okay? It says that this card will reveal. Oh, okay. So what is 3 deals with? That don't make sense. Anyway, this could be something that happens in your union. Card 3 could deal with a future outcome within your situation. But anyways, card 5 deals with the potential. So basically, let's just say that okay, so card number 5 is dealing with whatever whatever your current circumstance is. Like, whatever your current circumstance is, this is what the potential action is. It could be what you're going to do. So that card was separation, and it says separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So with that being said, that could actually, with it being in the same little line as the keep an open mind, and I said, and I feel like this is a past relationship, like this could be what's about to, like something could be about to end with a false soulmate. That's something I just picked up just from hearing that and seeing the positioning of the cards. Like, you could currently be in a false soulmate union, and you are seeing that now, you feel that now, you know that now, okay? And so it could be dealing with the control and lack of freedom or whatever, and that could be why you are like, ugh, I want to experience freedom. I want to experience this, this, and this, because it's something that maybe you're lacking in your current situation. Now, that may not be everyone. If it resonates, all praises. If it doesn't, still good. But yeah, this is what the current course of action could be. And that is separation. So I needed to clarify that card as well, because I was like, now. I don't understand. I was like, I don't understand what's going on, y'all. I don't understand. Yeah, so I still gotta, oh Lord, I gotta redo all of this. Shoot, shoot, shoot. This was the last card. So I need, and this was on top of that card. And this was before that. And this, actually, I think that the Three of Cups that came out, and then I don't remember no more. Damn it, I forgot the order of these damn cards. All right, I feel like the Page of Swords had came out first, though. Or no, it was the Three of Cups that came out first. Y'all, I just accidentally messed up the order, but so I don't know. It could change the meaning or something, but I'm going to try to do my best anyways, okay? So when I was originally picking this out, you know, trying to ask for clarification, the Three of Cups came out. The Page of Swords came out. The Five of Wands came out. The Tower came out. The Nine of Cups came out. The High Priestess in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. So let's get into what this could darn near. Let's see what this can mean. All right. So, Three of Cups in reverse. Yep. I'm going to go out on a limb here because this is already on the card. That if you're in a current relationship that is the false soulmate union, guys, and I don't want to say false because, I mean, it really is, I need to say this, in a false love union, which could still be a soulmate union because it could be about what teaches you real love and what is not real love. That union will be coming to an end. Three of Cups energy in reverse always deals with departure. We're clarifying the separation card. So for that to be the first card to come out, I'm pretty sure somebody's breaking up. I'm pretty sure somebody, either if they haven't already broken up, you are considering it strongly. You're like, this is not what's up. I've got to go. So, and this is, I feel like it's divinely orchestrated. And the reason I say that is because the word dispatch I've used to understand this card too. And dispatch means like police get dispatched to places, angels get dispatched to places, EMTs, fire, military. You know what I mean? When you get dispatched somewhere, you receive orders. So I kind of feel like you are spiritually hearing that it's time for you to move around. Like you've been paying attention to maybe the signs and you realize that the end is coming for this relationship. So yeah, this is definitely a breakup that's on the horizon. This is definitely an ending that's coming up. The next card that came out was the Page of Swords. So let's go back up. Page usually deals with somebody who's a novice or somebody who's new at something or someone who is probably younger. Okay. So, So the Page of Swords can be someone who is who operates in mental instability, intellectually immature. Maybe they act really quickly without thinking. It could be quick messages. They could have a little bit of authority. They could oversee something. Somebody could also be spying on you in this union. Maybe that could be one of the things that's causing you to feel like, okay, this ain't cool. You know, and the spying don't even have to be horrible. It could be that they're trying to look out for your best interest, but it's like it could just be something that's bothersome for you, especially with this whole energy of being mentally unstable and immature. So maybe they make quick, rash decisions that could really, blow up in your face and maybe even theirs. And so you could be tired of them going back and forth or them just making rash decisions, maybe without even consulting you. I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I see a little bit of earth energy, so I feel like this could also be, oh, I see everybody. This could be all energies, all signs. Sorry about that. But more readily, I see earth energy and air energy here. So it also could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I see Scorpio with that little black tree in the back. To me, that's what that represents, the blackness there. And I don't know if that's water behind them or not. But yeah, somebody is, somebody just be making real quick decisions without thinking all the time. Okay? And it can be problematic in y'all's relationship. Moving forward, the next card that I believe came out was the Five of Wands. Five of Wands usually deals with maybe conflict. Let me see. Let's go back to Wands. Let's go to Wands. Okay. Yeah. So the Five of Wands deals with competition. It can deal with disagreements. It can deal with minor struggles. Um, and I like to say imitation because I feel like these boys are actually just play fighting. You know what I'm saying? They're play fighting. But with this, with it being what's clarifying the separation card, I really feel like there are disagreements that you guys are having. You know, again, remember I said this, which person did I say? Was it down here? That somebody remember the past issues in the Six of Cups. I'm sorry. I said that you could be dealing with a younger male or a younger female. Okay, so maybe you know that's been part of the problem for the last relationship. You know, the person was too young. You know, they was just like they seemed too immature. They didn't understand certain things. Okay, and it could have led to just disagreements between y'all. Kind of reminded me of how Stella got her groove back for some reason with Tay Diggs and Stella. Like, yeah, you fine, and yeah, this has been great. This has been kind of exciting. It's been intellectually stimulating. You know, you're younger or whatever. You're trying to operate like you got a little authority, but you're still immature in certain ways. And that could have been something what that could have been like the foundation or the basis of a lot of your agreements. I mean, disagreements. I'm sorry. A lot of the disagreements. Okay. There could have been some struggle for power. Like maybe with him being younger than you. I am saying him because there's a man here. But again, this could be vice versa. Male or female. Younger male or female. Maybe you guys were trying to kind of struggle for power. Like maybe he was trying to prove to you like, no, you know, I can get this. I can be a man. Let me be a man. And maybe you had a hard time letting him because of just your nature. Who knows? I hope that resonates with some of you guys. And ultimately, these minor disagreements wound up being, you know, the reason for this relationship ultimately crumbling. And you wanted to release it. Somebody want to release here. Somebody is like, I know that this is over, you know, let's just let it go. And it could be crumbling for somebody. Like I get the vibe that one person is in control of this and the other person is kind of like not. I don't know why I feel that way. Let's see who. Okay, so I feel like from looking at this card, the man seems to be more in control of his fall and the woman seems to not be. So I'll say that even maybe it could be the younger man who called it off. It could be the younger man who said that, you know, he wants to break up. And it could have shattered things for you, even though you can see that stuff was faulty. You can see that y'all foundation was a little shaky. Or you can see that things were slowly crumbling. You know, this didn't fall or collapse all the way. But there are signs all around that this is about to collapse. You see what I'm saying? So maybe you saw that, but you were still trying to work with everything. Maybe you were still trying to be there and keep your commitment. Who knows? Capricorns are very loyal people. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we tend to stay in things longer than what we're supposed to. And I'm just coming from a loyal perspective like that. But anyways, yeah, maybe you were trying to stick it out, Capricorn. If this is your energy, you were trying to stick it out. And the younger guy called it off, and it crushed you. It crushed you because you were trying to make it work. That's what I got for that. The next card that came out was the Nine of Cups, which deals with it can deal with indulgence. It can deal with self-contentment, you know. And maybe this was the way that you came across in the union too. Maybe you came across like you didn't need him. This could go both ways. This could be the Capricorn female or male. Maybe you came across like you didn't need your person, like you were good with or without him, and or with or without her as being the older person, right? More in control or whatever. And maybe that could have led ultimately to the Tower moment. Or maybe you are more content now since you realize that, okay, we got to separate. Like maybe when he breaks off, maybe when he or she breaks it off with you, you might feel like some form of contentment. Okay, now I can focus on myself again. I can replenish myself. And even you might be a little guarded. You may be a little guarded after that. You may be about taking care of yourself. Emotionally though, because it's cups. I feel like you might be more so about taking care of yourself emotionally. I feel like with these, with the colors here, I feel this could be Scorpio energy. It could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra energy. And it can be obviously with cups. Well, I just said Scorpio. So it could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. And with this little yellow and red in the background, I also feel like it can. Oh, did I just say everybody, y'all? Fire sign energy as well. So boom, that's that with that. That's that with that. I actually don't see no Aries, Gemini, or Libra energy. I mean, I'm sorry. What am I saying? I meant to say Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy. I don't see, but I do feel like I see Leo, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and a little bit of Earth with this wood here. So that could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, which is fitting, obviously, since this is one of your readings. This is Capricorn's reading. All right, moving forward. The next card that followed was the High Priestess in reverse. I feel like like I said, remember with the Tower card, you can see the signs all around you or whatever, but you were really still trying to work this through. The High Priestess in reverse is a woman who knows what's going on, but she's trying her best to me to, like, morally, she's a morally sound person. And so maybe she's trying to make sure that she gives it her all. You know, she's trying to put all of her energy into being morally correct at this point. And maybe she's ignoring her intuition. And I feel like that's the truth. I feel that that confirms what I was talking about with the Tower moment. You can see the signs, but you were still trying to fight for it because you are by nature a loyal, committed person. And last but not least was the Queen of Swords in reverse. So let's see what that's dealing with. All right, so the Queen of Swords in reverse is, all right, she's definitely, let's see, where's my reverse? Where's my reverse? Where's my reverse? I cannot believe I don't have a reverse here, guys. I'll be right back. Pull. Okay, y'all, sorry about that time that I came right back and then had to go again. That was an accident. But anyway, so the Queen of Swords in reverse could be a widow. Okay, so some of you guys could have already been widowers when this little young buck came into your life. So this is definitely talking about a female here. So maybe this is for sure a female Capricorn here. But again, you know, it doesn't have to be, but it does say, and with it being a queen, of course, I can clearly state that it's a female. So I do feel like this is a female energy here. You could have been a widow and this young child came into your life. Well, let me not say child, but you might have seen him as a child. Okay. And even your like widowhood doesn't just have to come from someone really literally passing. I feel like a woman can become a widow even if she is left by a man, you know. So you could have been left, you could have been in divorce, you know, you could be a divorcee. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I do apologize. But anyway, yeah. So you could have been a widow, or you could just be by yourself. You could be experience some form of sadness. You know, I feel like, I guess as a result of this breakup, you could feel like you know, are really sad. You could also feel a sense of embarrassment, you know, because maybe you thought this was really going to work out. Again, over here in this, in position 4, it was talking about the cause for your current situation. So you could feel embarrassed. You could feel embarrassed about how it ended, you know, because you thought it was, y'all was gonna be forever. Y'all were really making plans together of having a family life, and then it didn't work out. That can be embarrassing for anyone, especially for if you're older and the person is younger than you. You know, I don't know. This could also deal with somebody who could be unable to have children. You could be sterile or something like that, or maybe you got yourself fixed and you're not able to have children. You know, that also could have been a part of why you guys had to separate in the first place. Maybe that person wanted to be able to have children, and you was like, but baby, I'm done with that, or I've already done that, been there, done that. Or maybe you knew you did not want to have children, and maybe you were taking birth control, or maybe you had already had yourself fixed, or you were just sure you didn't want to have children. And that could have been something that led to, you know, the ending of this union. And so you are experiencing, you're in mourning, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So it deals with separation as well. So I feel like that was perfect with confirming that. So far that was the end of that. Now I asked for some guidance for you guys, for the Capricorns, and we're going to make this, we're going to try to kind of go through this quickly. We're going to try to go through this quickly. Some of the spiritual guidance that we have for Capricorns are, oh my God, what just fell? How did that fall though? How did that fall? Who cares how it fell? It fell. Okay, this been fell though. Oh, that's how. Okay. Lord, help us all. Help us all today. You already taking life, honey. You guys, forgive me. I apologize. I thank you for those who have stayed until this point. All right, so here comes your spiritual guidance, you guys. We've got, I asked for 3 cards to give you some spiritual guidance and clarity. The first card is Wolfenite. Wolfenite. I've never heard of that before, so this is exciting. I'm learning things myself. The next card was Turquoise. And the final card is Kyanite. So all I see is I see 2 blue crystals and whatever. Kyanite is last. All right, so let's get the meanings of these cards and what they're talking about. Here we go. So Wolfenite is the very last card. All right, so it talks about preservation, duality, and psychic awareness. It says your powers of perception are strong at present, and you will experience a heightened awareness of others' thoughts and intuitively understand their motives and actions. I feel like this kind of connects with the High Priestess energy. So in reverse. Okay, so anyway, it says by drawing this card, you are being encouraged to follow your feelings and instincts. Rely on your intuition rather than on what others say. Follow your gut feeling, for in doing so, you will preserve the integrity of a project or situation which is dear to your heart. In this instance, you are being encouraged not to listen to the conflicting opinions of others, but instead listen to the guidance which stems from your own soul, and all will work out well. That's your first bit of advice. Turquoise is just before that. It says speaking one's truth, clear communication, and purification. All right, so it says don't be afraid to speak your truth. A situation that is causing you concern can easily be resolved by simply expressing how you truly feel. You will not hurt or upset anyone by speaking your truth. In fact, speaking your truth has the opposite effect to what you think. By communicating your feelings and preferences clearly and honestly all around, all concerned will be relieved. At present, others are rather confused because they sense that all is not the way you are purporting it to be. This magical turquoise crystal will help you ease any fear you have regarding clear and true communication with either yourself or others. So what I feel like this is talking about is you need to be true with yourself. You need to be real with yourself. Okay. I feel like this also goes along with that high priestess and reverse energy. Like you can see the signs and you need to admit that they're getting ready to happen. You need to admit, and maybe that'll be what can help you, separate, but in peace. You can separate in peace. It can be an amicable split. Let's find kyanite before we pick it up. We just passed by it. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Kyanite, intuition, ideas, and dreams. And it says, pay attention to your intuition and to your dreams over the coming days, for you are being guided towards deeper spiritual understanding and insight. Through this process, much of which occurs on a subconscious level or in your dream state, a rather ingenious idea will surface that will radically change your views on life, particularly your career. Okay. Let me tell you what I felt like, what I just saw that regarding. You remember when the death card came out here with keep an open mind? That death card could also deal with maybe your mind changing about your own career. Okay. Your own career. And maybe the career of your soulmate coming in. Take it, leave it if it doesn't resonate. It says, maybe you, and I want to keep going. It says, maybe I'm thinking and I'm hearing that maybe you felt like your soulmate coming in should have a certain type of job, or maybe you felt that you should have a certain type of job. And when the death card came, okay, when the death card came, which is probably this separation here, that breakup, it like kind of caused you to have to transform, kind of forced you into transformation. But anyway, it says kyanite will help you ground this idea as you discover ways of practically applying your idea in your everyday life and work. Boom, I just heard something else. Remember how over here with the free yourself, you were beginning to become self-sufficient? Okay, maybe you had to depend on this new person coming in for a little while because you were starting something brand new. You were getting a fresh start. You had a whole career change. You see what I'm saying? And maybe that's what took you time to get your footing. Your intuition could help you with that. All right. But anyway, keep it moving. It says, however, because with free yourself, the Ace of Wands came up, right? Talking about new. I was saying that for me, that represents new life work. So yeah, boom. I feel like that goes together. But anyway, it says, however, do not try to force the process. The idea will surface when you least expect it. Simply relax and allow yourself to be open to new possibilities and insights. Know that they already exist within you in an abstract spiritual form. So, I hear that this new soulmate that you have to keep an open mind about anyway, that you're calling in, like this is going to have to come because it's going to help you bring about that new idea for your career path that's actually going to help you become self-sufficient. It's going to help you get back on your feet. Okay, so I feel like you guys, even though this could seem like you might still have to leave the new soulmate, which I don't think so. I feel like that could very well more so be about freeing yourself from certain mental patterns and or certain behaviors that keep you bound, Capricorn. But I really feel like even if it was you having to free yourself even from this soulmate thing that's coming up that you're calling in, what I would want to tell you is not to avoid it, because with it, it's bringing you something. It's bringing you something. So don't try to run away from it just because it may not end the way that you feel like you would like it to. Okay. More information here. The power animal came out from the spiritual, from the angel Derpithek. Oh my God. Derpithek. Wow. Slow down, Jude. Power animal was one of the other things that came from the angel therapy deck, and it says your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. For those who may not know who your power angel is, there's some guidance on how to find that out, and I'm going to read it to you really quick because I'm over here like, I don't know about no power animal like that, you know, and I don't know how to find out, but everyone has access possibly to spiritual guides in the form of animals. So it says this is the steps to, if you want to take this advice and, you know, kind of figure out who your power spirit animal is, these are the instructions that Doreen gives. And it says, go to a location where there are trees or plants so that nature can help you with your journey to meet your power animal. Then close your eyes and breathe deeply as you hold the intention of connecting with the animal who serves as your spirit guide. Imagine yourself in a magical forest calling to your power animal without specifying what type of animal you are expecting. Let yourself see and know the animal who is your guide, and then ask the spiritual being any question that you would like, especially about your connection to nature and the environment. So that's the advice about your power animal. So these cards here were all about, Father, what kind of spiritual advice can we give them on how to move forward with this information? So that was one bit of spiritual advice. These things may not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates and leave behind what does not. The next card that came out was indigo, and it says that the person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural born leader. So if this is a woman, if you are a woman who are watching this, or a man for that matter, it could go either way, male or female. But whoever you're asking about, whoever is on your heart and mind when you watch this particular reading, your person is an indigo. That's what Spirit is saying. That basically that means that they're extremely sensitive and they are natural leaders, which could, you know, indicate why they felt the need to have some form of control and things like that, which may cause some misunderstanding in your union. But anyways, it says visualize success. This is the last and final advice. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. I feel like y'all definitely need to do this because, you know, if in fact you do wind up having to leave your new soulmate that you're calling in, I mean, with you being able to watch this video and get this insight ahead of time, you could be tempted not to go through it at all. And you could actually miss the success that's on the other side. Again, it doesn't mean that you're going to actually break up with your new soulmate. But if you do, that's not the end of the world either, guys. That's not the end of the world either, especially since you're going to be coming out a better woman or a better man as a result of it. So visualize success. See yourself with a positive outcome, no matter what. Now, before I go, one last thing I want to do is see what other zodiacs could be connected to this reading. So this I'll do on camera. Heavenly Father, please allow what other energies and signs could be connected to this union for Capricorn. What other signs and energies are connected to this union for Capricorn? What other signs are connected to this reading for Capricorn? Let all of them who are connected or who can most, you know, resonate with this reading come forth. Come on, baby. Heavenly Father, what other signs are connected to this reading? What other signs are connected to this reading? I think I'm going to do one more, or however many come out. I feel like that's it. Again, these are not the only signs. You guys will know that. But these are the ones who I feel like can most benefit from this reading at this time. They are. All right. Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Let's see who the next card would have been. Well, I don't know who it really would have been. Virgo. After her, Leo, Taurus, and Aries. All the signs I definitely was talking about today, even though all the signs can be represented. But anyways, guys, I apologize. Shalom and have a beautiful day, guys.